Now let's add the explosion effect of the missiles. At this moment, we need to change the update method such that when current missile location is close enough to the target, then let's change the size of the missile instead of changing XY location. So let's do that. So how do we know if a missile has reached the target? Then we should compute the distance. So if target, the point duty float has a distance method with a location of a missile is small enough. Here we need to do some try and error, but let's say that 2 as a small enough. If reached there, then we need to do explosion effect there. Otherwise, if not reached yet, then we use the code we have developed. So here, traveling along the path to the target. That's what we have done. So how do we make the explosion effect is as follows. First, let's change color to yellow. It begins with red. Let's change yellow, and then let's increment the size. That based on the size we draw, that the size will grow, but we don't want to have it grow indefinitely. So if size is still smaller than max size we have defined for missile max size, if it's a size, otherwise let's say super, we had a done flag true, is there, something like that. So until it reaches the maximum size, we make it grow, but once it reaches a certain defined max size, just mark it done. So later, as we improve the program, the missile will be completely deleted from the game scene. Like that. So let's test the program. I pressed incorrectly debug button, so let me press. So I click there, it grows and stops, something like this. Grows and stops. Here you can see some interesting one. It goes back and forth. So that's what I mean by we need to adjust the minimum distance considered as reached the target. So it seems 2 is not good. 2 means we something like this happens. Quite unusual one is that missile is traveling this distance every frame. Then suppose the target is here. This is target is here. So from here in next frame we moved there, and then it's past that we comes back this way, but the amount difference here is greater than 2. So what you do is here, since it's more than 2 away, so it thinks missile should move, but it passes. After it passes, still it's greater than 2, so comes back. So this happens. Means that 2 is not right number. So let's change it to 3 then. So by some try and error, you may need to find the best value for detecting target. So try randomly many times. If you don't see any the red dots coming back and forth, then that number is a good choice. Look at that. So we have completed basically the missiles animation one, but we didn't implement the remove any done object from the game scene yet.